going on, YouTube world? Y'all doing today, man? Welcome to NBA Talk with your boy Stats, man. If you're new to the channel, man, hit that like, comment, subscribe, man. Let's get into our topic today, man. What's wrong with the Celtics, man? Well, I'm gonna get right into it, man. There's a couple of things wrong with the Celtics. They 17-17 right now. They had squeaked out a win against Washington Sunday, 111-110. They did that without Jayson Tatum. Kemba looked at cool. He looked like he'd get rounded back into form. And Jayson Tatum, of course, had his 31. But let's get right to it. Let's start with problem one, man. We're going to go all the way to the top of the Celtics organization. Danny Ainge is one of the best GMs in the game. But sometimes he messes up like everybody else do. And why I say this is, you can just think about how Kyrie Irving left. How you think how they signed a trade and didn't give Rozier the chance to get the job, and you see what he out there doing out there in Charlotte. Balling. And he's not only averaging 20 points, like Rozier's not just not averaging 20 points. He efficiently averaging 20 points. Shooting almost 48% from the field, almost 44% from the three. I mean, we didn't expect that out of Terry Rozier, but Danny Ainge didn't give him a chance. Then you let Gordon Hayward walk for nothing. Yes, you got a $28 million trade exception, but what does that mean if you don't put nobody in that slot to fulfill what he do? One of the reasons that's wrong with the Celtics is Kemba been injured a lot since he been there. He been injured a lot this season. Now, like I said, it's taking his time to get him round back and forth, but Kemba has missed a lot of time. So if I'm looking at the sign and trade right now, Charlotte has won that sign and trade at this moment because Terry Rozier has outplayed Kemba Walker. How Kemba Walker been playing in Boston, even though Terry Rozier has not been been way more healthier. So that's the key. The best ability is to be availability. So you got to be on the court. So another thing, Danny Ainge got nothing out of Gordon Hayward. I mean, let him leave for nothing. That was their playmaker. That's big. They need a wing. What they missing right now? They need a big wing who can create his own shot and score, and it can create for others, a la Gordon Hayward, who's out there balling in Charlotte. So you understand, that was a big loss that Boston took. Another thing, I said this, I don't know if y'all been following since, but I said this from the beginning when we was doing staff tour days about Boston. Danny Ainge draft, I didn't like how he drafted. When you look at Neesmith, you look at Pritchard's all right for the pick he was, 25th, 26th pick. But when you look at it, what he could have had for the players that he could have packaged them picks and went up there and got Halliburton, who ended up going to the Kings. You see what I'm saying? He missed out on a backup point guard who they actually, for the future, who could actually be their point guard of the future. Because we don't know about Kemba and their health. So that was a big mistake. He could have got Tyrese Maxey, who ended up going number 20 to Philly. We see what he's doing. You see what I'm saying? He could have got Sadiq Bey. Even though he's been struggling lately the last 2 weeks, that's what they need, a 3-and-D guy like Sadiq Bey. There's a lot of misses that Danny missed in the draft. Not only this year, last year, and a couple of years. He been missing out on. You see what I'm saying? Think about it. I like Romeo Langford. I think he's going to be coming on, but he ain't had enough time in Boston to be able to do nothing. He got to draft the Carson Edwards. He just starts in a little clock. Tremaine Waters. Just think about the guys that he's been drafted over the last couple of years, but he's not gotten a production out of them. Danny Ainge is the leading problem to me. Everybody want to blame Brad Stevens, and maybe Brad Stevens take a portion. Matter of fact, I know for sure he take a portion of the blame. But we got to start at the top. Danny Ainge and the way he moved. Okay, I like Tristan Thompson, but not as a starting center. You know, I like him as a backup, but you need a guy where you should have packaged everybody to get Miles Turner, like I said. They needed a big guy. They need to slide Jayson Tatum from that 4 because he's not a 4, he's a 3. You got Jayson Tatum playing bigger than he is, going bigger players. That's another thing. They don't get easy shots. Everything is one-on-one, whether it's Jaylen Brown, whether it's Kemba Walker, whether it's Jaylen Brown. If you watch Boston, there's a lot of one-on-one. It reminds me of the Clippers. Like, they so talented, but they need a true point guard to be able to get them easy shots. And they're not getting easy shots. Everything is one-on-one. So then when you get on the other end, even though Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum, great defenders, they use so much energy on the offensive end, they can't defend when in the crunch time minutes. You know what I'm saying? As tough as they did the first couple of quarters. So that's how I'm looking at it. When I'm looking at Boston is, they don't need too much, but they definitely need to make moves. I don't think they need to change coach. I think Brad Stevens need to come up with better schemes and the way to get Jayson Tatum the ball easy. But they need true point guard. They need Kemba to be on the floor, and that's just what they need. They need Kemba on the floor. Do I think Boston could end up being a top 4 seed and getting back right? Yes, but I think it'd be moves need to be made. That $28 million exception, I don't know what it is, whether you need to get Drummond and try to slide them in there or able to make a move, but you need to get somebody who's going to be rebound the ball and block shots. And then you need an extra wing defender. You need to be able to slide. You need a power forward, but you need to slide Jayson Tatum to the 3. And get you get Drummond and slide Tice to the 4, or slide. I don't want to put Drummond and Tristan Thompson. I put them in the trade. I could have both of them who can't shoot. Now, I can have David Tice slide him at the 4, but he's naturally a center too. So can he guard 4s? We don't know that. Y'all really need a 4. So Danny Ainge needs to be looking into moves, in this buyout market, even for next season, because in the last couple of drafts, he ain't drafted right, and he ain't bringing the right players to surround Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So that's my problem. If y'all got some, you let me know what y'all think the problem with Boston is, because that's just. I think they need small, minor tweaks, but at the same time, I think Danny Ainge need to get his head out of his own ass, because he's arrogant, and realize that he has not done a good job the last couple of years. He have done a good job overall being there in Boston, but the last couple of years have been middle of the pack, maybe bottom half of the GMs. Let's be honest, man. You know what I'm saying? Boston has been to the conference final the last 3 to 4 years. That means they needed to be adding players to get over the hump, and they haven't done that. That's the fault of the GM, not the coach. That's the fault of the GM. He got to get them players to surround they 2 stars. They complement they 2 stars. You see what I'm saying? Jaylen Brown is not a 3. He's a 2. You got to put Jayson Tatum at a 3. He's not a 4. You need to complement him. You need a per passing point guard to get them balls to easy shots. Same thing with if I was them, I don't think it happened, but I need a guy like Kyle Lowry to set the tone, or dog on defense. I like Kemba, don't get me wrong, but he's suspect on defense. He can get picked to roll off. But if he's suspect all around defense and I'm getting half the Kemba Walker, I know Kemba Walker, then I got to upgrade that. You know what I'm saying? I got to have all the Kemba Walker just to compensate from his lack of defense. You new to the channel, man, hit that like, comment, subscribe, man. Y'all let me know in the comments, man. Share the video. What y'all think of the Celtics, man? Can they right the wrong? Can Danny Ainge bring them back? Can they get them back? Y'all let me know, man. The stats, man. We out, man.